Hello. We're going to finish my August TBR in this video. My August TBR wasn't that long, although I cannot actually remember what was on it. I think I only had about 4 books on it. I have 2 left, and I have about 3 days to read them in to make the cut. So I'm going to be reading Babel and Lessons in Chemistry in this video, and then yeah, hopefully we'll finish them by the end of the month so I can knock them off the list. Now, I did start Lessons in Chemistry last night, but I'm not counting it because I only read the first 2 pages, so I'm on page 3, so we're counting it from today. But this is what we're starting with, and I think it would be a nice break because I just spend like the last 10-12 days reading The Shadow Cabinet, which I know I said I was not looking forward to, but I actually did really enjoy it. But I think that's more because I listened to it on audio. Audiobook made it so much better because it had all the different accents and stuff, and it was just, I don't know, it felt so much more dramatic listening to it than reading it. But yeah, we're gonna read Lessons in Chemistry now. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get reading. Okay, so I'm like almost halfway through Lessons in Chemistry. It's a good book. I think it is a good book. I'm just really struggling to keep my attention on it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start Babel, because I'll probably be able to read this by the end of the week, which is the end of the month. But I think if I keep trying to read this all in one, I don't think I'm gonna get there. I feel like I need to space it out a bit. So we're gonna start Babel now instead. And then hopefully we'll probably finish that tomorrow or Friday. I don't even know how many days I've got left. It's now Wednesday and it's like 7:30 at night already. And I've been reading this since I started it yesterday at like 3 PM. So it's like a full 24 hours of this book with sleep, obviously, but I'm not even halfway. I'm almost halfway. So we'll hopefully be able to read Babel, and then we'll maybe I'll purchase Lessons in Chemistry as an audiobook, and then I can listen to that like in the car and stuff, because I feel like with some of these types of books it's a lot easier to listen to than it is to read. But yeah, that's the plan at the moment. That's all I've got. It's Lessons in Chemistry is a good book. I'm struggling because one, it's not the normal type of book I read. Like, it's very fiction-y, like just general fiction, but it's also kind of historical. I don't know if it's actually based on a true story, but a lot of it is like before the women's rights, or basically just when it was horrible to be a woman, and it's making me feel very feministy, and I'm not enjoying it. Some of the things the men say to her is not very nice, and I'm enjoying the story, but I'm not enjoying it, if that makes sense. Like, I like it, but I'm not happy with it, might be a better way to put it. So yeah, basically that's it. So catch you in a bit. Hi, so it's the next day again. I switched back to lessons in chemistry because I think I was a lot more invested than I thought, subconsciously. I'm now on page 309, chapter 35. So I've got like 80 pages to go, just under 80 pages I think, around that. I did start Babel last night. I think I only got like 8 or 10 pages in. The font was a lot smaller than I was expecting, so I feel like I need all of my energy to focus on that one book. So we're gonna try and finish this one tonight, though I was meant to start this earlier, and I got distracted by TikTok for like 2 hours. It's a bad obsession. It's now, guys, it's now 9:30, and I'm in a lot of pain, so we'll see how far we can get, but I'm kind of hoping I'll be able to finish this before I go to sleep, at least. And then it's the 29th, so I haven't got two more days. I think I've got 30. August is 31st, I think. So I might be able to get Babel done as well, but honestly I'm not counting on it because it's quite a chunky boy. But yeah, that's where we are now. We'll read a bit more of that tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow we can focus on Babel. So it's now Friday. I did finish lessons in chemistry last night. I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, the first half I was a bit annoyed because it was very, I don't know, I mean it's how it was, but it kind of annoyed me a bit because I was just kind of angering to like see how people used to treat women, and I didn't enjoy that part of the book, but I think I really enjoyed the second half, and it was a lot more, it was very interesting, and I kind of feel like it was very sort of educational as well, if you actually properly like paid attention to all the stuff she was saying about what's in all these different foods and stuff. I thought that was quite interesting, because she really did explain cooking as science, which was quite interesting. I didn't actually read any of Babel last night when I finished, because I finished lessons in chemistry at about 10:30, and I was just so tired. I literally just went straight to sleep, and I didn't wake up till like 10 this morning either. And then I've spent like all day basically just doing like reviews and stuff and feeling sorry for myself basically. So I've read one page of Babel today, but I'm gonna try and read them now, and then tomorrow's the 31st, so we're definitely not going to, if we get this done in 24 hours, I'll be like mega impressed with myself. But realistically it's not going to happen, is it? Because it's like mad. Thing is, it's not even got that many pages, like it's only 544 pages long, but the writing the writing is so small, so I just kind of don't see that happening with how small the writing is. And I've not really got into it yet, but I'm hoping now they're in London it might get a bit more like focused, like once stuff starts getting explained a bit more and stuff like that. The only thing as well though is that a lot of the, like so far, like the chapters are very long, so it's like a lot of words per chapter, which is not my favourite thing, because it just feels so much longer when you're like, oh, the chapter's so long. Like I'm pretty sure I'm still on chapter 2. I'm literally still on chapter 2, and like that's quite a lot of pages for still chapter 2. And chapter 3 is like, chapter 3 doesn't start till, that's 2 chapters worth of pages. Like that's a lot of pages for 2 chapters. That's 50 pages for 2 chapters. But yeah, so that's where we are now. It's 9 p.m. on Friday. I've got tonight and tomorrow to read that. But equally, I'm not that, but I like to finish my TBRs before the month end, but equally I'm not that bothered, especially knowing that that book is so big. We'll have to, I'll try my best, but I'm not very well at the moment either, so yeah, we'll read that for a bit, and then yeah. Hello, it is the 1st of September, and I want you to know we failed in our mission to finish Babel, which I knew we would, but it's just so big. And honestly, after I updated you last night, I read like a good, I actually don't know how many pages I read yesterday. Let me have a look. Day is it today? Sunday. Oh, okay. 38. Okay, so I read a good I read almost 50 pages. I'm really close to book 2. It's just, that was like, those 50 pages was a good solid like couple hours reading. So, and I was like, okay, if I can get to book 2, I'll have at least read, oh no, I've at least read like the first however long, like however much of the book. But I literally kept falling asleep whilst reading, and that never happens to me with paperback. I was just like laying there last night and I was like, I kept like literally like dropping off. So we didn't do it, but we did read Lessons in Chemistry. So we're only one book short of our September TBR, August TBR. On that note of September TBR, I haven't done one this month purely because I've got so many books on my shelf, and honestly, I had a look at like the releases that were coming out this month, and I didn't have like a major look. I'm not like, I use like two things to look at releases, but the issue is a lot of the things that I find that like tell you all the releases coming out in a month are all American. So whenever I look and see like, oh, that book looks good, I then go on Amazon to look at it, and it's not out for like till like next year here, or in like 3 months time. So it's very hard for me to actually try and figure out what releases are coming out. So if you guys are in the UK and have like certain things that you think are really good that you use to see what's coming out in the next month, please let me know, because that'll save me a lot of time. It takes me like a good couple of hours to like scroll through people's blogs and stuff and then cross-check it with Amazon and stuff. Like even Goodreads, it fails me because it will tell me it's out and it's not out in the UK, or it will tell me it's coming out that month when it's already been out in the UK, and I'm like, what's happening? Tell me, explain this to me. But yeah, so basically I think I've just been really struggling with picking books at the moment, so I think what I'm going to do is I might do a specific September TBR video, but it won't be before September. It's September now. Normally I do TBR beforehand, but I want to finish Babel first, and also I need to update my reading journal, and I've been trying really hard to sort of get it up to date, because I want it up to date before the end of September so that I know it's up to date basically, because I'm still posting reviews on like Instagram and stuff from like June, which is fine because I do it like certain days, so I'm always going to be behind, but I've got like reviews I haven't even written out from like July. Like I've got like maybe like every single book from this month as well. I just haven't written any reviews, so I really need to get that up to date and done. And then I'm really trying to keep up with posting on like TikTok and stuff, so because I'm so bad at TikTok. Like I'll do it like maybe 2 weeks in a row, I'll post something and then I'll just leave it for like a month. So I'm really trying, like, I basically just do the same video every week now, but at least it's something. But so I think what I will do, I'm gonna finish Babel, and then I used one of my coffee mugs, and I made a little TBR jar. So I think what I'll do when I finish Babel is we'll do pick my TBR from this. The only thing is my printer has run out of ink, and I have some more purchases that need to be added into this jar, but as you can see it's pretty full already. I actually have no space on my shelves, and I bought and built a book nook last week, which is now done, but there's nowhere to put it, so it's just sitting on top of a pile of books on my desk. So yes, that is the plan, that is where we are. I am enjoying Babel at the moment. It's quite a lot, but I really like the fact that it's sort of written like a research paper, if that makes sense. Like, it has like all of the sort of, not appendices, but like the citations at the bottom of the pages, and I think that's really interesting because it does, like, there's stuff like, okay, so this is based in London, right, and there's stuff that, like, I just think it's really interesting because it's very, like, she did say it's not spot on, and obviously it's not real life, but it is like based in the real world, so it's very interesting to sort of understand what happened in like those years. Like, I think at the moment it's like 1913 or somewhere a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago, but it's really interesting about hearing about what was happening and stuff like throughout those years. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's just gonna take me a while, I think, but I'm gonna go outside today rather than, because I think where I've been ill, I've been like in bed meaning to read, and I've just been like watching the TV because Arrow came back onto Amazon Prime and I never finished it, so I started rewatching it. I'm on season 4 now. It's been like 2 days and I'm on season 4, so that just shows you how much I've not been reading, really. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go outside because it's quite nice and warm and I'm feeling a bit better, so I'm gonna go outside and read for a bit, see if I can get anywhere. I went shopping this morning, so not on purpose. I went food shopping and went into Next, that was next door, and bought like some stuff I didn't really need, but it is what it is. Yeah, if you guys have like any recommendations for me regarding the upcoming releases stuff, like how you guys find out what they are, let me know. But otherwise I think that's the end of this video, because realistically, I know I haven't finished my August TBR, but realistically if I keep this video going until I do finish it, it's gonna probably go on for like another week, because I have a feeling it's gonna take me a long time to finish that book, and I go back to work tomorrow after my week off, so we're not really getting much reading done basically. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and yes, bye.